Yo, what up? It's JSF, and just when y'all thought I was done, I'm back again with a little more Street Fighter 6 info. Now, this is something that I haven't seen anybody talk about. I don't even know if anybody really cared to look around the way I did, but if you guys don't know, if you guys are not familiar with Street Fighter 6, obviously most people have not played the game yet, but if you don't know and didn't pay attention during the trailer, you might not have noticed. Street Fighter 6 is not a fighting game. Let me say that one more time. Street Fighter 6 is not a fighting game. Street Fighter 6 is a game with a fighting game built into it. What does that mean? I mean, there's more to the game than just the fighting game. If you watch the initial trailer, you see the World Tour mode, right? And in the World Tour mode, it looks like a totally different game. It's not, the same, 2D 1v1 situation. It's open world, right? That's a totally different mode and a totally different section of the game. There's also the online section of the game that has its own features that haven't been fully revealed yet. We know some of them that'll be in there, some of the classics, which I'll talk about later, but we don't know the full about it, and that's the Battle Hub, right? But there's also a section of the game called the Fighting Ground. So the gameplay you've been seeing of Street Fighter 6 with everybody playing, and Jamie, Chun, Luke, and Ryu, is all in the Fighting Ground section of the game. In the Fighting Ground, there are multiple modes, right? So the Fighting Ground is where the fighting game aspect of Street Fighter 6 lives. Just to, put it into perspective. But in the Fighting Ground section, there are a ton of different modes. That's where there's a menu screen, like a traditional fighting game menu screen. In that menu screen, you have arcade, practice, versus, special match, and you have online. Each of these sections all have their own drop downs. I'll start with the first one because I'm sure some people have been wondering, since we have the World Tour mode, which is the story mode of the game, is there a traditional arcade mode? And there is. If you go to the arcade section, which you might have seen, it says story. I'm assuming this means a classic arcade mode like Street Fighter 4 or 5, where you fight the arcade ladder and you have like some little cutscenes or, still images that show you like the characters' their future, their trajectory, whatever happens after the story mode, right? Next, I'll skip over to versus mode. And if you guys haven't been paying close attention and watching a bunch of Street Fighter 6 content like I have, you may not have noticed, but in versus mode, there's a mode called Team Battle. There's versus, 1v1, I forget what it's called. But underneath that, there's also a mode called Team Battle. I do not know what Team Battle is. It could mean 2v2. I honestly, when I first saw the reveal trailer for this game and saw two characters walking out, I thought it was like hinting at a 2v2 mode. That could be a possibility, but it's something that's more than just 1v1, and it is versus. I think the odds are it is a 2v2 mode. Will it be competitively viable? Who knows, but I think the best bet is that Street Fighter 6 is probably going to have some kind of 2v2, maybe Marvel vs. Capcom-esque style of mode, which would be really, really interesting. We haven't seen it yet, but it's built into the Fighting Ground, options select screen menu. So just to know that. Next, I'll go to online. Well, actually, we'll go to special match. Special match, we have Extreme Battle. Extreme Battle, I'm assuming, is like the mode in Street Fighter 5, where you have different bosses and different characters you fight with like different buffs and whatnot, stuff like that. I think a lot of people enjoyed it, like fighting the Master Ryu, fighting Shadow Lady, fighting Shadow Nash. Like, I think it's something similar like that will be in the game because they have a mode called Extreme Battle. I'm pretty sure is what that is. Then we'll go to the online section. In the online section, you have ranked mode, casual mode, and custom room, or ranked and casual match. So for any reason, if you were wondering, will there be a traditional ranked mode in Street Fighter 6? There will be. Some fighting games these days release without a ranked mode. I'm guilty here, but and I like Strive, but there's no ranked mode. There's casual matches, obviously. Then there's custom rooms, so you can create a lobby. It's basically just that kind of stuff. I'm kind of just glossing over these because they're not really that new or different. What I want to talk about is in practice mode, we do have some new stuff. We do have some new changes. We have training mode, we have tutorials, we have character guides, and we have combo trials. Now, if you don't understand the significance of this, Street Fighter has always had combo trials since at least Street Fighter 4, right? 4 and 5 have combo trials, and obviously there's training mode, the lab, right? But it says tutorials. In Street Fighter 5, there's one tutorial when you first boot the game up, and that's pretty much it. That's like all you get as far as the tutorial goes. So I'm wondering what tutorial, like, will this be all the tutorials? You can re-access them whenever you want, kind of like how Mortal Kombat 11's tutorial system is set up, where there are some tutorials you play when you first start the game, then there's more you can go to and go through and learn the game even more if that's what you want to do. Then there's also character guides. Character guides is something that I don't think they've really done in Street Fighter. They have the combo trials where they teach you like 10, 20, however many combos, but that's not a character guide. And the combo trials is already here. So character guides is a new mode. I wonder how in depth that'll go, how much it'll teach you about the characters. I think it's a great idea. I think every fighting game should do some type of character guides and some type of combo trials. But yeah, that's a brand new mode that's going to be in Street Fighter 6. So we got a few. We got tutorials, which isn't a new thing in fighting games, but Street Fighter, typically you don't just have this tutorial and the options, you just go to and play through it whenever you want. Character guides, which is brand new. We still have the World Tour and the story mode. Obviously the World Tour mode is new. We have Extreme Battle, and then we have our traditional ranked. So we have some new modes in the fighting ground. I just wanted to talk about this a little bit. I mean, we may have a 2v2 mode as well with the team battle. We still have yet to see what the team battle will end up being, but it does exist. We do know it's in the game. And yeah, man, that's just all I got for all the new modes of Street Fighter 5 or Street Fighter 6. My apologies. But yeah, I had a blast playing Street Fighter 6. It was super fun. Just wanted to let people know what modes were in the game. In case they didn't know, I'm sure some people knew about the team battle thing, or I'm sure that a lot of people did not know about the training mode and tutorial changes and stuff like that. So I wanted to at least put that out there because I didn't see anybody really talk about it. But yeah, that's all I got for y'all today. Just a little Street Fighter 6 content. I really am sad that I couldn't capture gameplay footage when I was there because I played a ton. But it's a great game. It's super fun. Hopefully we get more information about it at EVO, like a character reveal. But yeah, other than that, I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here. Y'all stay safe. JSF, I'm outie. Peace.